Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and early friends. Thank you for joining me. Let's melt more into being. Like the stream starts off with me fighting with my dad, where he's spiteful as well. If he stops, then I ask him to stop, and then I don't start with the stream because I'm waiting to see if things are actually gonna stop. Gaan dan aan, papa, as papa wil regtig aangaan. Papa, ek sê letterlik hoe dinge is, doen ek nie. Nou moet jy op nog met my. Papa is besig om spiteful te wees, papa. En nou wil papa weer aangaan om spiteful te wees. Papa, as papa wil spiteful wees. He's threatening me now. Let's see if something worth saying. I am but the servant of love. 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 Man, I don't feel good. Hey, Lane. Well, if it isn't the Melt Man. If it isn't the Lane himself, dude. We were talking about you yesterday. Quar Extreme was in chat asking for you. He was like, where are you? Said something about you being a cool guy, which we all agreed with. Show me a breathing exercise, Mr. Melt. Yes, that might actually be a really good idea, Jovan. You know what? I need to breathe right now. I'm like so distraught that I feel like I can't use my hands properly. I'm from Toronto. I'm from South Africa, friend. Thank you for joining us here. We appreciate your presence. Hey, Jovan, Lane, Jovan, Estienne, party people. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. So, a very good breathing exercise, Jovan, is to breathe out while I'm breathing in completely. You do that 33 times, and then on your last out breath, you keep that void. You know, you keep it like solid within yourself. Then, when you can't keep it anymore, you take 2 big breaths. Like, you can take 1 as well. I take 2. You take 2 big breaths, and then you hold them again. And then after you've gone through that, you start the whole process over again. 30 deep breaths, 30 deep exhales. It's a fantastic thing to do, but it takes time. And I don't want to waste yours. Melt, my friend, how are you? Green TJ. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, friend. We didn't have power today, which kind of gave us an opportunity, me and my brother and my dad, to kind of stand together and just have chats. And it was a lot of fun. It's not something we really do normally. There's definitely a little bit of a disconnect between the things we choose to talk about. So it was great to just have chats. And by the end of like this little stint of us having conversations, me and my dad were sitting and having a conversation about just things in general. And then it kind of divulged back to the whole theology, you know, conversations. Stuff like conversations that I don't particularly think there's a lot of benefit in having over and over again, especially if it's a discussion where you're trying to convince someone else of something, right? And that's basically what it is with theology as well. And I just said that I don't want to have this conversation anymore. And then it was taken as, oh, I don't want to talk anymore. Like, at the end of the day, we're going to hear whatever it is we want to hear, right? That's why with today's little message, little title, it's that there is no one size fits all. There's no blanket solution. There's no one thing that is just going to make everything better. Because even if that one thing exists, people are still going to pretend it doesn't. Alright? That's literally how it is. You hesitated. Yeah, I hesitated, friend. I hesitate because, like, the stream started off with conflict. You know? Like, my dad, he asks me to tell him when I'm going live. Because he's not going to, in his words, be bothered with what the time is so that he can, like, take me into consideration. So he told me to tell him before I go live that I'm going live so that he can know. And then today when I did that, he was like, okay, basically. And he just continued with whatever he was doing. And he's making something on the mill, a mortar or something to melt like 85% pure golden or something like that. Which is fine, right? If you want to do something, there's no problem of doing it. But why now? That's the only thing I wonder. Why now? I'm calming down. Breathing deep breaths. I was good yesterday. I gotta go later today. I got them to let me only do close shifts. Okay, so you're going to go and work a little bit later, I'm guessing. I noticed that as well, Green. Good luck. Yeah, I did. No, did it drop? I hope not. No, I think maybe it was just your phone. I think it's still live then. Man, I really feel like I need this joint right now. And I'd never like feeling like that, you know. I don't feel like I smoke weed for with an intention, you know. Like I believe it can be used as an intellectual catalyst for the sharing of ideas. It can also be something that just helps you relax, right? Just helps you calm down. Sometimes we feel like we need a joint, right? And I feel, especially now that I'm in one of those states of mind where I'm not smoking. Just obviously I am smoking. I'm gonna set an intention for smoking still, but I'm not smoking just for it to be an intellectual mediator. I'm definitely smoking to calm down today as well, and that's okay. That's okay as well. We don't have to set all of the intentions. It's okay to have some of them be a little bit wobbly as well. Dum-dum. Da da da. Na na na. I hope things pan out for you. I hope so as well, friend. That's all we can do, really, right? Is be hopeful. Like the thing is, like, it's not a problem of like loving one another. I just feel it's a problem of being inconsiderate, you know. And the sad part about it is this is something I've been facing my entire life. You know, like it's not something that's just now happening. Inconsideration, it's been a big problem in our family for a very long time. Like I'm like I feel like I'm sitting on a trigger right now and telling you everything that I mean by that, but I feel like there's also some point at which it doesn't help to share things, you know. Other than be considerate, friends. That's all. I guess that's what I'm trying to share with this. Is just be considerate of others. No, if you know they're going to do something, if you know they have plans, if you know they like things in a certain way, like going out of your way, even though it is you technically going out of your way and doing something for them, means a lot. Means a lot. Maybe it's just this feeling of knowing, that my dad doesn't care about this, doesn't believe that this is something that's valuable, doesn't believe in the things I say. That's okay. I am but the servant of love. I am but the servant of love. Thank you for the helpful friend. No pants drop. Boo 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 boo. Things and stuff, dude. Are you going to stream later today? Melt the homie. Hey, Hefty. Thank you for joining us, friend. Are you a wheat dudes? Yes, I'm a wheat dudes. Absolutely. I've never heard that combination of words, wheat dudes. But yes, I am one of those, dude. One of the wheat dudes. We're technically a secret council, conspiring to make the world a better place. What am I smoking for today? Emotional band-aids. I don't want to numb myself. That's not what I do. What is my intention? I feel like I want to set an intention of something that's like impenetrable, unbreakable, invincible. Eternal. I feel that's my intention for today. Just the eternal. Because if you think about things on that scale, on the scale of eternity, it's easier to distance yourself from the negative feelings or the things that are being said to you. Melt the homie. I did a funky freeze thing to me too, Lane. Yep, I'm a stream. Good! I want to tune into your stream, Jovan. Yeah, the streams have been pretty unstable as of late. Like, I now preemptively copy the title that I type in so that if the stream drops, I can just kind of copy paste and then start the stream up again. But it's been kind of stable for the afternoon streams, I feel. Hell yeah, I'll certainly be there, Jovan. There we go. Well, you have a great day. I'm getting ready to do yard work. Good luck, Green. Fitting name as well, in that case. Have a good one, friend. Hey, Meld. Hey, Ventique Bug. It's nice to have you here again, friend. How have you been? How have you been, friend? Please do tell me. Please do tell me. Man, I don't feel that good right now. Just kind of feel shitty. I'm sorry if I'm bringing your mood down now as a result of it as well. But I mean, we feel these things, right? It's okay to show these things. I'm not immune. I'm immune to the haters. But I feel my dad hurts more. Stop feeling, dude. Stop it. Eternal, dude. Think about what's eternal. Think about your soul, man. Think your soul cares? Nah, it doesn't care, dude. It's your ego that's hurt. It's your ego, man. Get the fuck over it. Trying to jinx myself out of feeling bad. Oh, good luck with that yardware green. That stuff can be hard. It really can. But it can be very fulfilling as well. Wiki degrade. It's okay, Melt. I know, dude. It's gonna be okay. I know. It just sucks sometimes, you know. Yeah. We love you, buddy. Stay strong. Can tell you're battling. Don't lose focus. I don't. I won't. I do try and reframe things for myself when I feel these ways, friend. That's why we're rolling a joint to experience the eternal, dude. Literally. Our problems in comparison to what is eternal. Because nothing in this physical plane is eternal. That's the trippy part, right? Our universe is going to go out very slowly in the heat death of the universe. It's just going to be like a candle or like a little ember, slowly losing all of its heat. Even this universe that we're living in is impermanent, dude. Everything in this physical plane is impermanent. But the soul, the essence of what you actually are, is immortal and eternal. You know, it cannot die. And it continues on forever. So if I'm thinking, you know, all quintillion billion lives I've lived, think I'm gonna be feeling bad about this one thing? Hell no! Hell no, I'm not. Yes, it's working. It's working. I'm convincing myself. The more I'm thinking about it, because I like thinking about numbers, you know. So I'm just imagining actual billions and billions and billions of different lives I've lived and gone through, and had bad parents and had good parents, and had medium parents, and had parents that 100% supported me, had parents that tried to sabotage me, and all of it didn't leave a fleck on my soul. Yeah, nothing will, nothing can. We are here right now in this now, and that's what's important. Thank you, friends, for being here with me. Hey Melt, hey friends, hope everyone is having a great weekend. The sun is out, and the husband and I are about to start our spring cleaning of the house today. Ooh wee. Spring cleaning. Is it actually spring right now? Or is spring technically done? I know it doesn't actually have to be during spring which you clean. But it just kind of made me think for a second. I hope that it goes well, tech guy. Good luck with that, friend. We're here for you, Melt. Just like you're there for us. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you so much. Isolate yourself, bro. Go for a hike and be close to nature. A green TJ, dude, telling me stuff. I need to be close with nature. Oh, do you see where I'm sitting right now? Like, if you look there is just like kilometers of untouched nature, dude. I'm already in the middle of nature. The problem isn't the nature, friend. The problem isn't the nature. I've seen you on Reddit for months now. Seems like you smoke too much, friend. Let me know if you need any help to give it up. Thank you, friend. I appreciate your offer. That's wonderful. It's not something I have a problem with. Like, we do have streams during which we're not smoking as well. It's an intention. It's a little ritual we do before these streams. We write something. It's magic, dude. It's like a type of magic almost. So I appreciate your intention to help me. That is beautiful to me. But I don't need help. Not in this specific sense, at least. Yeah. I have stopped smoking before for a year and 4 months. And interestingly enough, I was smoking daily, you know, sometimes 5 times a day for about 2 years. Was it 2 years? Yeah, about 2 years before I stopped completely. And like some people say you get withdrawals, I was just like kind of vibing, dude. I just had some weird like dreams as a result, but then they kind of faded as well. That's smart. Hey Tada, thank you for joining us, friend. How's the butterfly going? Ventique as a butterfly, a single butterfly. You're loved and you are not alone. You are a truly beautiful soul, friend. I know life can be challenging, but it gives us something to work with, to practice unconditional love, sending love your way. You're right, friend. You're so right. Like, and that's kind of the lesson I was. There's a little mating call happening here. He's like screaming and also clapping his beak against itself, like making click sounds. How interesting. Like, you're right, friend, about the unconditional love thing, because the first thing that I read, you know, as an intention or as a feeling for the stream is, I am but the servant of love, right? Just being in loving forgiveness of those situations as well, practicing unconditional love. Like, there's no love. I didn't, love my dad any less as a result of the circumstances that happened. It's just the feeling of not being loved in the same way, That's the part that makes me sad. The feeling of, like, the thing that is, I think is important, is so unimportant to him that he, like, almost, it feels sometimes, goes out of his way to make it inconvenient for me to be able to do this. That's the part that really gets to me. Yeah, it shouldn't. Unconditional love is the way. Hello to you, dog lover. Marzi? I will call you Marzi. Your energy is radiant. Thank you, friend. I'm happy that you still think so. I feel like I got, like, mud just, like, thrown over the energy that I'm trying to put out, dude. Just like a full bucket of mud. Now I'm trying to shine through it. Hi, management. The butterfly is in process. I'm working on a whole bunch of little projects, but the butterfly is on the list. That's fantastic. What up, Milkman? Hope you learned something new today, fam. I feel like I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to learn. Like, I feel like I've been learning patience, dude. I've been learning patience, especially with this situation. Like, it's like it's it's like this perpetual thing where I'm learning the same thing over and over and over and over again. Maybe I'm learning it over and over again because I'm not actually learning what I'm supposed to be learning. I don't know. But without further ado, let's move into the eternal. Patience. You see what I mean? Learning the same lesson over and over and over and over again. Like, yeah, dude. Patience, man. Man, I need to have some more patience again, so I can stop this thing from canoeing. I'm losing a bunch of weed as well, but what is ego? What is soul? So I believe soul is the essence of your being. The I, the awareness, the consciousness of this experience that you're living right now, and the ego is the attachment to all of that. The attachment to the experience. So where your consciousness and the thing experiencing this experience is eternal and never stops, your ego is the one that kind of tries and makes sense of it in this moment, and then tries to somehow correlate things to itself. Does that make sense? At least that's my understanding of it. I appreciate you being here, Pappy Blick, though. Thank you, my friend. K8, hey Meld, my friend. Always delightful to see you. What's going on? Just had a little bit of a an uncomfortable situation, or not situation, exchange with my dad, I guess would be the right word. Yeah, that's what happened. Hey, Edmund is here anyway. Stopping in real quick to give you all so much love and good vibes. Thank you, Edmund. I appreciate you, friend. Mm. Edmund sent me like a personal message telling me that he won't make stream today, so that's hence my surprisement that he's here today. Eternal. You're not bringing me down. We must have balance in life. We can't always be super happy. Your negative thoughts are different perspectives and help us appreciate the positives in our life. Absolutely, friend. I think it's also very important for me to be able to share these things, right? And like, I literally felt myself, like, as I was trying to do the intro for the YouTube video, as I'm going live, I felt myself like feeling like I'm trying to force, I'm trying to like almost like elicit this happy, this positive out of myself. And I was like, dude, this don't, that, what you're doing right now, that's fucking bad for you. So here we are, dude, here we are. We feel this stuff as well. It's part of it, man. To be wealthy. To be a wealthy kid in NZ, New Zealand, right? Yeah, dude. Well, how sick would that be, man? New Zealand is a beautiful country. I have a friend that lives there as well. I don't think he's a wealthy kid. He's working for himself now, but I mean, he did get to move there with his parents, so that's nice. First day of summer is June 20th for us. Okay, so first day of winter was like 3 days ago for us or something. That guy. Morning, Melt Fam. Morning, VQ. Candace, thank you for joining us, friend. Hi, guys. Hey, Katie, you got a puppy? Yes, we did. We did get a puppy. Technically, my dad got it, but now we all have it. I'm excited to say I found the inspiration to start another book. I'm so excited. Are you finished with your first book, Viking Queen? I didn't even know. Like, I guess you wouldn't be able to just share it because you want to publish it or whatever, but like I would love to see it if you are finished with it, and I would love to hear about what your idea is for your new book as well. When you stream, do you drive to a specific location? I always picture this in your backyard. Yeah, like I'm in just my backyard, friend. I'm literally tethered to the Wi-Fi. Like I'm literally kind of stuck to this house right now because I have an internet connection to stream with, and then an internet connection in my computer here to upload with as well afterwards. So I'm like, yeah, just close to the house. I don't drive anywhere. I would love to. Like that's I like ideally that is the plan for the future, to be able to drive places and go and stream there. Like drive to the side of a mountain and like sit down and stream. Like maybe talk to you friends, maybe smoke a joint or whatever, and then still streaming, climb up said mountain, sleep on said mountain, whatever. Wake up the next morning, dance with the sunrise, stream the afternoon on the mountaintop while still streaming Mission Down the Mountain, showing you friends the beauty of the world, and then being able to get back in the car and then going to another location, another beautiful scene, another wonderful perspective to be explored. That's the ideal, friend. That's what we're working towards. I feel your dad might be experiencing the backfire effect, the amygdala thing. The fight or flight, right? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, Jovan. I would not be surprised. The thing is as well, like, at, like, he's not that old. He's like 50, 51 or something. But if you've spent, like, let's say he only really had like a good relationship with, or let's say rather, he had a good understanding of the Christian religion and started to accept it as his, like, theology or whatever, like at 20. That means he's been practicing this thing, right, for 30 years. Literally been practicing this religion for 30 years. So it's quite literally impossible for me as a 23-year-old to like, in his frame of reference, tell him something that he doesn't already know about this thing that he's been studying for 30 years. Because like in his mindset, it's like, how can this being that is younger than the amount of time I've studied this thing going to tell me that this thing isn't actually, 100% right. So, like, he just refuses to listen. And I think a lot of people do that. And, like, maybe it has something to do with my age. Maybe I have to be a fucking 50-year-old saying the exact same things before people will actually listen to me. Well, that's fine. Then we're gonna keep saying it until I'm 50 years old, until I'm 100 years old, until I'm dead. I'll keep saying the same things. Maybe the things I say will change, but the intention behind why I'm saying them will stay the same. The intentions, love and forgiveness for myself and of this world, instead of fear and judgment of it. And if that is the intention behind the things I'm trying to say to the world, then I believe obviously things will change about the world, and the things we choose to talk about will change as a result of that. But I do believe we're heading in the right direction. I'm sorry his mind is closed, friend. Dads are tricky, and your dad sounds like your dad is so afraid to hear different thoughts and ideas, but damn well knowing that they are exactly as you are meant to be, my friend. Loving, loved, and lovable. Exactly who you are. I'm guessing you would say it for the rest of the message. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I do believe that as well. Like, and I'm realizing that more and more, and I'm coming to terms with that even though the external world, like, especially actually because the external world won't ever be able to actually know who you are, releasing your attachment to it being one way or another is the best thing you can really do for yourself, because there's no winning in wanting people to think you're one way or another, because you're either going to pretend you're something, or you're going to, literally exert yourself to be able to prove this thing which is supposed to just come naturally. So I just think, easing into it, melting more, if you will, calming down and just being with that, sense. Just be yourself and carry on being the way that you are. Like, to an extent, right? If you're doing something that is abrasive, or something that bothers other people, or something that's not good for your own personal well-being, man, like, now I'm like really walking on thin ice, because I believe that even if people want to do things that aren't good for their personal well-being, they should be allowed to do that, because it's their divine experience. And like this, okay, so going to extremes, right? We have this government telling us what we're supposed to be doing and not doing, and these are just basically people telling us what we should be doing and not be doing. So you can, reduce it even more. Person telling me what to do or what not to do. Now, let's take all other people on Earth away, and it's only us two people on this planet. Who are you, one other person on planet Earth, to tell me what I am allowed to do? Right? Like, think about it in that sense. Does it make sense to you, if there was only two people on Earth, that this other person had any say in what you get to do with your life and how you live it? But yet it happens. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. And it's become a very almost interesting and good system. Like, it works. It actually works. But it doesn't work on everybody. Yeah, eternal. Bro, I smoke with you. I'll smoke with you, family. I love you, man. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you, Shellcode. I appreciate you, friend. Enjoy a smoke with me, or tuning into the 420 frequency. Let's see. What happened to your old man? Nothing happened, friend. He's alive and well. We just have different understandings of the world. Another bucket list. Visit New Zealand. Absolutely. I have like a time frame for the next 6 years, in which I have to visit New Zealand, because that friend I was talking about who lives in New Zealand, me and him, while he was still staying in South Africa, we made this 10-year pact that we will, no matter, come hell or high water, we would meet up somewhere in the world. And yeah, we literally put it on our Google calendars. You'll see, that flame was so big. We put it on our Google calendars to meet up in 10 years, and 4 years has passed already. What? Man, it's kind of surrealistic to think about things in that way sometimes. 4 years ago, I saw this dude. We still chat, and that makes me so happy. We're still in touch. He took his girlfriend over as well, I think like 2 years ago. They're living together now, working together. This whole pandemic has made things pretty brutal for them as well. He's working and studying. He's a hardworking dude. Beautiful soul. He has so much potential and so much love to give the world as well. And he's also like really grinding away at doing, kind of what it is he's supposed to be doing. And I see it hurting him as well. But I also, see where he's moving, like what it is he feels like he's going to be able to do soon. Like, it's not like a dreadful thing with him. I should probably tell him to watch this one. He was the first person that actually like watched these streams as well. Man, I'm getting emotional about this dude. He believed in me so much that he bought me a cam link for my computer so that I can have a camera feed or camera source directly on it so that I can stream from my computer. Like it's a $200 item. And he was like, dude, I believe in you so much. He bought it for me. I cannot express how grateful I am for you, dude. Ooh, man. We're eternal beings. And yet, something as small as just belief can mean you're the world, dude. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being who you are as well. Hedgehogs just show up on your porch there and all the burbs. Yeah, it's fantastic. When you get those feelings, good Reiki healing will do some good, man. I would love something like that. It's not something I have a lot of access to, unfortunately. What veggies do you have going in the garden? We have a bunch of chilies, we have some lettuce, we have some tomatoes, we have some I'm like scanning through my head of the stuff I've seen. And spinach as well. I may have said that, but yeah, that's all of them. Your dad sounds cool. Almost forgetting a puppy. Yeah, he is cool. My dad is a great man. I love him so much. He's done so much for me. So much for me. Like, I'm eternally grateful to him. Like, it's okay to disagree about things, That's the thing as well. Like, it's okay for him to not agree with the things that I believe. There's nothing wrong with that. You're down about this exchange of your dad, but there are some whose fathers are no longer with us and would love the opportunity to have an exchange, even if it's not an ideal one. I know that guy. I know a friend. I'm very aware of that. Like, as I said, it's okay. I'm not, in judgment of my dad for not believing the things I believe. I'm just, like, things hurt sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to get hurt as well. It's not okay to hold grudges. It's not okay to be resentful It's not okay to be hateful of another person because of the things you feel, but it is okay to feel things. I'm just working on a new one, and you, Melt family, have inspired me. Oh my. Now I am. Shh, I can't believe that. Yes, I'm done and it's published. Viking Queen! Candace, why have you not shared like a link with us to be able to see this? I would love to see your book. Like, by the way, friends, Viking Queen, as her username is, or Candace as we know her as well. She is an amazing illustrator. She like has the most beautiful, like welcoming, wholesome, cute. Uh, what other feelings does it make me feel? Gooey, melty, like it makes your heart melt if you see her drawings. And she illustrated a kid's book and also wrote it, and now has like finished it and published it as well. Please do share the name with us, friend. I would love to help you share it with the world. I wish you luck on the new project, Viking Queen. Absolutely, them boomers, dude. How old? I'm 23 years old, friend, or at least my body is 23 years old. I'm new to Reddit. These lives are better than TikTok. 27, you said. 23, friend. I'm happy that you're joining Reddit. I do believe Reddit is superior to TikTok, not because there's anything wrong with TikTok as a platform, just because I believe Reddit allows you to cater more to your likes. And it also has RPAN, which I'm extremely biased towards. Thank you for joining us, friend. Mm, life experience changes your perspective. It really does, friend. It really, really does. We are in school right now. Yes, absolutely. Right now, in this moment, we are in school. You're so right. The never ending cycle, my friend. All you can do is go with the flow and be the light you hope to ignite in others. Absolutely, Edmund. I'm trying to do that, friend. Exactly that. Learning together and expanding our minds, friend. Yep, yep, yep. Autumn Hopi. The Thor comment. Yee, yee. Gotten it like maybe like once before or something, huh, friends? Maybe like once. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thank you, Fred. Let me guess. I missed the beginning, but you said something about someone practicing a religion for over 30 years. Were you talking about telling someone that Christianity is a sham? No, friend. I was talking about my relationship with my father and the differences we have in ideology and theology and spirituality. And he believes one thing, I believe another thing, and it's okay for us to believe the things that we believe, you know, like that's completely fine. Like it's yeah, that's how it is. I'm not trying to convince him otherwise. I just he he wants me to convert to the Christian religion. I refuse to, and then it's this loop of him trying again, me refusing again, and back and forth and back and forth. Thank you for the silver, friend. Also, if you want to be taken more seriously, don't say the word literally so often. I like that. Yeah, you're right. I should literally stop doing that. Thank you. Religion isn't a sham, it's a doorway for people to understand that there is greater being than themselves without being scared of understanding what the reality of God truly is. Absolutely. I do feel what you're saying as well. I think just the reality, right, is that we're all a part of this greater whole, no matter how you want to slice it. If you're like hard atheist, you still have to acknowledge that you're part of the greater whole that is the universe. Okay? And there is obviously these intelligent patterns being expressed into this physical universe. If you look at the arrangements of atoms, if you look at crystal structures, if you look at our very bodies, right, there's intelligence going into these structures in our physical universe. And like this intelligence, it's almost like the substrate where everything comes from. It's like this eternal, all-knowing thing that just kind of makes things happen, right? Or you can think of it, and this is another thing, that the all is mental. So instead of thinking the power just went off, that's completely fine. I think I'll finish this stream by continuing on the YouTube video, but I'll read your Reddit comments, and I'll just continue as we do, because I don't feel like I'm finished. Ek weet. My brother just came and told me that the power is off. I know the power is off, but video doesn't stop. So this is going to be a nugget, right? A nugget of unseen stuff on the YouTubes. None have seen it before. Not on Reddit at all. Let's continue. That hit. I never let people tell me what to do. Opposition, defiance, disorder. Yeah, but that is a good way to put it. I'm happy that you feel you resonate, friend. I just don't understand how holy Christians can be so close-minded and full of hatred towards people who look differently or don't follow their deity, while the whole basis of Christianity is to be kind, allegedly. A lot of noise. Yeah, I feel that way as well, tech guy. I think for me, the big problem is like this understanding that we are all technically, like at least for me, we are like, this is how I understand it. We are all this I consciousness, right? The same consciousness experiencing different bodies. And then as a result of this consciousness experiencing this body, it starts to associate with this body and the things that happen to this body. And that's where your ego kind of comes into play. But the problem is people, like for instance, form an ego maybe around a religion. And then they believe in the things this religion believes. And they believe because the Bible, it has so much judgment in it, right? Where you do these things, you don't do these things. And then people, as a result of that, form this, identity, this egoic identity around this religion, and then become so judgmental of anything other than what resonates or what fits in with that ego's understanding of the world. And maybe that's what we all do in a way, right? Like we all put ourselves in some sort of bubble. I feel like I try and mediate that as much by, welcoming criticism, welcoming, difference of opinion. I welcome you to challenge me in any way. Like, please, if you can suggest a way for me to think about things that is going to be more beneficial, more enlightening, more, understanding, encompassing than the current understanding I have, then please, I beg of you to do that with me. Because in that way we can learn together, right? If I can sit with you and you can explain your understanding of things to me, and I can like really feel that resonate and I understand, and like I can agree with you, and then I can share my understanding and my agreement of that with you, it can be an absolutely fantastic co-creation. So like, I think the problem is, like, and this is the point, I got a little bit of off point, of course, as we do on the streets, but like the whole holier than thou Christians, as you're saying, that's the thing. That's where people, they bubble themselves in, and then they're in judgment of anything that's not in that bubble. The I am this, you are that mentality, right? It's a separation. And at the end of the day, we are not separate. We are not separate at all. Not even like on a cosmic level, we're not separate, right? If you want to think about how close we are to one another on this planet, on the scale of the universe, it's ridiculous. As we've said, on the scale of the universe, if you had a neutron star directly next to the universe condensed into a little sphere, we are closer to one another on our planet than the atoms in this neutron star directly next to it. You understand? That's ridiculous. Like we're literally just this goop, right? You know, flowing through each other. This like soup of experience, just constantly changing and moving around, and everything that's here right now in 10,000 years won't be here right now. And then what there is in that 10,000 years is going to be completely different in another 100,000 years. And then it's just going to continue and continue and continue to change indefinitely. So trying to think even for a second that you're separate from that change and that you can judge, you know, others as a result of the things that you've experienced is such a naive way of seeing things. And that's not a judgment. That's just I feel maybe like how I feel about it. Now I'm judging myself. I'm like asking myself, are you judging, dude? Are you judging? I think it's a slippery slope. Do call me out though. The maybe one, maybe two people who see this. Ooh, I feel it's exclusive. We're in a super secret club right now. We should make a password or something. Something only we know about. Yeah, okay, so. Okay, This is something you could maybe send in stream or in the comment section or something. What is this password I'm thinking? Betelgeuse. Yeah, Betelgeuse. If we're talking about stars and stuff, Betelgeuse the star. That's the secret word. That's the password. Is this live or pre-recorded? This is live, friend. This is live. But technically it's now pre-recorded because you're watching this on YouTube. What a trip. What a trip. Dum Viking Queen. I wasn't saying religion is a sham. I was asking if that was what he was talking about before I got here, because I only caught the end. And we were happy to tell you, friend. Don't worry about it. To me, we are God just manifest for the experience. We think, speak, and create. Taking credit for being God is some of a bit of extreme. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it as well, Viking Queen. It's like we are divine individualized expressions of God, right? So in our essence, we have God at nature, and like, which is basically just us giving credit to God as us as beings. And then you can like kind of extrapolate it even a little bit further and then think of it as, you know, us being in a play or in some sort of divine movie or divine experience that is maybe like just candid, if you will, right? And if you want to think of it in that way, or in a movie or a play, you can think of Romeo and Juliet, where Shakespeare is the one that kind of created those characters. So there is the essence, the very source of Shakespeare in Romeo and in Juliet. But for Romeo to kind of like stop in the middle of play, look out on the stage and declare, "I am William Shakespeare," wouldn't exactly make that much sense. It wouldn't be something that's, you know, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, but no, not really. So when people proclaim, "I am God," no, you're not. not in not in the sense that anybody else isn't the exact same amount of God that you are, right? That's what I believe. At least I believe we are these divine beings, right? Absolutely every single one of us are absolutely divine beings. And that is what we have to keep at our nature. That's what we have to keep at our core, and that's what we have to give to others. Because if you recognize that every other single human being is divine as well, like it's treating people like they are your like savior or your God, or treating them like, okay, for example, if God had to show up and have a conversation with you right now, how would you choose to talk to that deity, that being, right? In that way, you can be with every single other human being. You understand what I'm saying? Ugh. Not, you know, falling down and worshipping and kissing their feet, but just having a genuine conversation, listening to them with intent, saying things, you know, for the betterment of the experience, not for the destruction of the experience. Meet up like after 10 years in Australia. like Johnny Utah, and boy, he sounds sick, the machine. Maybe we'll do that. Where are you streaming from? From South Africa. What's the stream about? Oh, it's about life, dude. The more I do this, the more I feel it's just about life. Exploring life, experiencing life, talking about life. Yeah, that's about life. Those moments mean so much. Blessings to your friend. They do. Thank you, Sign Sign. Candace, just an inspiration to the world. She really is. Man, I really want to see her book. I hope that she shares it in the Discord. Your dad sounds like a rock in a way. He's your father, not your friend, buddy. I know. I know. I'm not your buddy, dude. First time here. What is this show about? War Machine. I wish I could have answered your question. I'm sorry that I couldn't, technically I am, but I couldn't do it live. I hope that you stick around. Hope we see you next time. Morning, Mel. Hey, Jacob. Thank you for joining us. Even though this is me saying hi to you in the YouTube video, I still appreciate you. I'm sending you love and light, man. Oh, the sun behind you is giving you this aura. You were always such a shining of light. Thank you, Mr. Smithy. That is so wholesome. My grandma was mad at me for not being in God and seeing it from a different view. We would get into heated debates, and only after she passed I understood that it was more fear than anger from her. Like that's the thing with my dad as well. Like every time I kind of ask him like why he's doing this, why he's like being so obsessive or incessant, like it kind of comes back with like, oh, like I fear for your soul, right? But like that's fear at the end of the day still. No matter how you slice it, it's still going to be fear. And that's not a way I want to live. It's not a way I can. And I think that's where we can leave it off, my friends. Thank you for joining me here, sharing the space with me. This is the end of the YouTube video. I love you. Thank you. Like this means so much as well.